Alrighty, so welcome to episode 10. Hopefully, I'm not throwing any curveballs on this take, but you have Bryce here with Lawrence and Marcus. And no, we do not have anything special for episode 10, but a thank you for watching and listening. Definitely feel free to like and subscribe, hit that bell so you know when we drop new episodes. And yeah, let's get to it. Lawrence, what are you drinking for this week?
Well, I talked about this in the past episode, and I figured I might as well bring it out so everyone could say I'm about to bring it aloe. It's the pineapple aloe.
You got the legit aloe.
Hold it higher. Aloe. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's not in the lotion now.
It's just juice.
I feel like that's kind of a drink you find at like a
now, if you look real close, hold up.
What color is that? Is that
yellow?
Is that urine?
It's like Gatorade yellow, like that bright yellow, fake yellow.
Like where do you buy that?
Any Mexican aisle, it's there.
Oh, Mexican aisle. Okay, yeah. I mean, it looked like something you buy at a bodega in like New York City.
Maybe
New York City.
But yeah, I love aloe drinks. They're refreshing and
What does it taste like?
It's fake pineapple juice.
Is that a blend?
So aloe tastes like
aloe on something else,
pineapple?
or just like straight aloe?
So it's like pineapple juice with like aloe pieces.
Okay. So like it's really pineapple juice, but with like aloe sprinkled in.
Right. But they do have just original aloe flavor, so I don't know what flavor that is. It's just like refreshing, I guess. I don't know. I never had that one.
Like, is aloe beneficial to your insides?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I guess. I don't really know. It's just fun. And it's refreshing, so.
I have so many questions. So like when was like the first time you drank like aloe?
In Taiwan. I didn't know what it was.
Cultured.
And it was like getting bombarded with something in your drink that you weren't expecting. Like the first time if you drink some orange juice and you didn't know it was pulp, but it was like actually extra pulp.
Yeah.
And you drink it's like, ugh. And it's like, oh, it's not that bad. And you just
stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how it was when I drank nah, never mind. I can't remember what the drink is. Never mind. Moving right along. Marcus, what are you drinking?
I have something that is not as healthy, I guess.
Okay.
But so it is a Kool-Aid gin.
Okay.
So it is do I have it is
what flavor is that?
I was trying to get it's tropical punch.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to see how much sugar and stuff, but that's not on this.
No, they're not gonna tell you that. It's a gang,
yeah.
a gang of sugar.
But tasting this, it's a lot different than I remember growing up. So I don't know if they changed the formula
they
or
did.
if my taste buds if they changed the formula.
Yeah.
What they made it less sugar?
Yeah.
Or different kind of sugar?
It's
like fake sugar?
That it's fake sugar and they use less of it.
That why?
Wait, what is fake sugar?
Healthy, like, not like cane sugar, but there's other sugar.
Like Splenda?
Maybe. It's like an artificial sweetener, whatever it is.
Yeah. When you go to Denny's or IHOP or something, that
them other colors.
Sweet and low, not the white one.
Okay. Pink and blue
low
and
or
green.
Equal. Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Though. Like I'm not gonna say
not the same.
I'm not gonna say it's because my taste buds are old, because it's those and honey buns. Like,
oh man, honey buns.
Like original honey buns. Like I eat them down and it puts a little waxy
is it
film
like
over my mouth.
Hostess honey buns,
Hostess.
or is it like the bootleg Little Debbie? Not Little Debbie. Does Little Debbie make honey buns?
Yeah. And they like the lunch, like the group box.
Them little Debbies. It doesn't have a good mouthfeel anymore. You could taste the artificial.
I don't know.
That reminds me. I saw
eat a honey bun.
Hostess. They have like lattes. Like they have a honey bun iced latte. They have a ding dong iced latte.
My teeth hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the ice creams on the way too, don't they?
Yeah,
It's like a honey bun ice cream. I remember some Bigum's conversations about that on Facebook.
Man.
Big.
Well, yeah, if you're on Facebook talk about snacks, like I do it too, but like I'm a Bigum sometimes. Everyone has their Bigum's moment.
BBWs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Those.
I do that to stop from reacting now because I have to remember my words have power. I don't like
Do
BBWs. That's not my thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what? No, okay, never mind, because we might get canceled. So
Yeah, we will get canceled.
I mean, we gotta go big and go home, right? Episode 10. I mean, no pun intended.
Oh, I was about to say, I see.
No pun intended.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, okay. I heard that.
I legit guessed what button that was
first try,
and I got it right.
First guess. Nice.
You gotta label those things, man.
I do. But for me, I am breaking out the bubbly this time.
Oh.
I
Literally.
got
Literally. Okay.
I got the raspberry bubbly going on this time around. Some sparkling water.
So is it bubbly or buble?
It's not Bublé.
Because isn't Michael Bublé the like spokesperson?
It's not
for
Bublé.
that?
No, I refuse.
No.
I actually went through a phase where I only drank that for like 3 months.
It's not bad. Like for basically sugarless pop. It's actually pretty good.
Get that little hint of flavor, so you don't feel like you're drinking water.
Yeah. It's actually probably. I mean, I haven't had that many sparkling flavored waters, but this is like one of my favorites. I think Hint is probably the worst. Hint is pretty bad.
Oh,
Hint
yeah,
Hint is
like
awful.
Somebody whispered a fruit in a water bottle.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's like you open it and it smells good, and then you taste it. It's like, what is this?
It's like no
crap?
flavor. Like playing with your emotions.
It's like I could have just drank water for this.
Yeah,
it's Hint. So just a hint. Yeah.
All right, so going on to the games. Lawrence, give me a game.
So I have two answers. First one is Octopath Traveler because I'm still playing that. But the second one is actually the one that I picked because I was tired of saying Octopath Traveler. It's a 2D side scroller game called Guacamelee.
Okay, what was it again?
Guacamole.
Like guacamole, but guacamole.
Guacamole,
but melee.
So is this like your sushi ninja?
Nothing like it. So
different.
Guacamelee is an action 2D game.
Okay.
So you're a luchador, and for various reasons, you have to go through beating up these big, large monsters and figuring out puzzles and what is that when you jump from platforming? So
okay.
It's a crazy fun game, and it's actually coming on the Switch really soon. You can play up to 4 players. Okay. So looking forward to some.
What are you playing it on now? What system is it on?
Right now, I'm playing it on the PC because I'm trying to put it through its paces.
Okay.
I haven't played like a serious game on my PC in a long time, so I mean, Guacamelee is not serious at all, but
some casual kind of play when you get home from work. Just put it in and start playing.
Yeah.
I
have Fortnite on here, but we ain't played that yet. So we're
never gonna play that.
We're gonna. It's just it's hard right now.
Just put time on a calendar.
We could do it this Saturday,
and we can make it happen.
Because I'm still in the country, so Saturday, make it happen.
You don't have to like do that slight like brag.
Right, I'm still in the country, right?
You don't have to do that. Just saying.
No, I mean I can't play it if I'm not here in the country.
I know, but I mean you don't gotta say like in the country, out the country.
Oh,
you just be like, I'm not gonna be around.
I mean, we're not thoughts, so we don't get like flown out like you.
Oh,
yeah.
So
you better get on that thought life, man. Get out of the country. Sign them deals, man. Just do it.
Over, Marcus?
Over, definitely the over. Over.
Just do it, man.
All right. Keep the things going. Marcus, what's the game?
What am I playing? So, I kept my word and I downloaded them PlayStation Plus games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I did play the Planet Coaster for a little bit. It's cool. It takes a lot of patience, not patience, but a lot of time to it's just I remember back then like how detailed it was, but I didn't really pay attention because you have to hire like janitors, you got to hire mechanics, you got to hire like people for the food staff, you got to hire security because people be trying to break stuff and steal stuff.
Bathroom has to be close by.
You gotta have the bathroom next to the food place, and then you gotta have the trash bins next to the food place because then they just throw stuff all over the place. So
people throwing up everywhere.
It's just disgusting. But it's really cool. It's really cool. So I was playing that, and I also played that UFC 4 game. So currently in my career, I am 19-0. I am the lightweight champion. 19-0, 19 knockouts, knocking everybody.
So you're
that Superman punch.
You're a heavy hitter. You're not a grappler.
No, no submissions at all. Yeah, everybody got knocked out.
That gave me a flashback to this game, Def Jam
Vendetta.
Yes,
yes, sir.
I was a slugger.
Yes, sir. They need to make another Def Jam game.
Yeah.
I don't even think anybody's on Def Jam anymore to make a Def Jam game, but they need to make another.
They just need to if they remake that game, it's up.
They need to make a Spotify Vendetta. Just get a whole bunch of like artists from Spotify that's on Spotify or title Vendetta.
Yeah, because Joe Rogan will be the boss of the Spotify Vendetta game.
I'm rough with that.
Yeah.
So for me, this week has been pretty bad. I mean, not bad. It hasn't been bad. It's been busy, so I haven't really played any games. And by haven't really played any games, I haven't played any games.
Games? Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna break the rules.
Not even on your phone or anything.
No.
Wordscapes?
No.
Word with friends?
No. Haven't played Wordle. Haven't played
Wordle.
Anything. No. So I'm gonna.
I'm on a 24 streak on Wordle.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even 100% sure what Wordle is. I just know that people play it online. It's like, there's like boxes with like greens and yellows and stuff. I was like, okay. I think I kind of get what's going on. You gotta like start with a word and then figure out if the letters.
Yeah, every day it's a random 5-letter word. Yeah. So you just gotta try to figure out what the word is by guessing a word. Yeah. Do I want to give away my secret? I don't want to give away my secret. But yeah, I'm on a 24 streak.
Yeah.
It's easy, too easy for me.
So you get like
I'm about
one
to go
guess?
into hard mode. Yeah. No, not that. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. One guess, that means you cheated somehow. I did do it in 2 one time. Two words. But so I'm gonna do hard mode. So hard mode is like once you guess a letter. Okay, so the yellow box means you have the right letter in the word, but it's not in the right spot of the word. And when it's green, that means it's in the right letter in the right spot. So what I do, no, I'm not giving away my secret. Never mind. Go ahead. You didn't play Wordle. Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm about to break the rules. Given that I haven't played any game this week, my game of the week comes out in a month.
Is it
in 3 weeks.
Tiny Tina?
Huh?
No, oh no, it's not Tiny Tina. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What game is that?
Yeah, it comes out March 25th.
That's 3 weeks. What kind of math are you doing?
A month and 3 weeks.
Oh.
And it is a game that needs to get some more pub. So it's Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It needs to be amplified. I feel like it's not getting the pub. Although, shouts out to IGN.com. I see that y'all are putting Tiny Tina on the spotlight, so appreciate that all February. So I like that. But
it's still time though. It's still early. They still have plenty of time for that. They got to get these other releases out the way first.
That's true. I mean, February is pretty tough. We'll talk about February a little bit later, but that's
what's up with
Forbidden West?
What's up with Halo?
I don't know what's up with Halo yet, but I know.
I mean, with you.
Huh?
You playing Halo? What's up with that?
I haven't played any games.
Are you
this week.
like? Have you? I know not this week, but like how far? Like, have you beat Halo yet? Are you still?
I outlined my timeline last episode.
Last week, okay,
I was like,
right.
I'm gonna play. My goal is to beat Halo by February 18th.
Okay.
And February 18th is when I start playing Horizon Forbidden West.
Horizon.
And I'm gonna play that.
You acting like Lawrence with this arbitrary time frame of playing games. Like you have time. You don't have to beat it by the 18th.
See,
it's
that's
okay.
what you say, but like when you commit to a game, you have to. You want to finish it. We have so many unfinished games on the backlog. Like finish.
Yeah, I feel like if I don't do that, I'm not gonna be able to play all these games. There's a lot of games coming out. Like 2022 is starting off.
It's looking gross. It's looking gross.
Amazing with a lot of games. And Lawrence, I don't know if you're going to be able
half
to,
of these,
to handle
half
these
of the games,
5 games purchased.
If half of these games come out, I'm gonna have to lie to myself.
I think you're going to
What's
lie to yourself.
Maybe I might get lucky.
I don't know.
Yeah, the 3 games that you want to come out are not going to come out, so you're going to have 3 extra games to buy.
The only one I'm concerned about is like arguably their biggest game that they're going to come out with. So,
Which is
Breath of the Wild 2. Like that's the only one that I'm
not going
questionable
to come out
about
this year.
It's
Yeah.
not.
We'll find out. You know,
I bet
whenever
you- I
they
bet
have
you-
Nintendo Direct.
I bet you
Whenever they
$1.
whenever they have Nintendo
dollar.
Direct,
I bet you
they will
$1.
let us know. A dollar?
$1.
A whole dollar.
See,
100 pennies.
that's a lot of pennies, man. You know, I could get for $1 in Colombia.
Hey, that's what I'm
my
saying.
God.
Make the bet. I bet you $1. Breath of the Wild 2 does not come out this year.
All right, I'll take that bet.
Boom.
Episode 10, we're making bets.
Let it be known. Bryce bet Lawrence $1 that Breath of the Wild 2 will not come out in 2022.
Does that have to be in a Google spreadsheet too for it to be official?
No, it's on record. It's on. It's going to be on YouTube.
I mean, so was
YouTube and Spotify.
I mean, so was playing Fortnite, but that's
No, we gotta do the calendar.
We need a
invite.
calendar.
Alright.
Yeah, we
Alright,
put it on the
okay.
calendar and it'll happen. I find out Bryce, even if he's free, he just will ignore everything. He's like,
Dude,
oh, I have free time.
I have a busy
you have
lifestyle.
to put it
man.
on the calendar.
I have a busy lifestyle.
Like without the calendar
Talking about
invite, it's
a humble
it's
brag.
nothing. Well, I'm the same way
I'm out of
now.
the country, like Lawrence, but I'm not jet setting.
Just to comment off of that, my job today just said they would shift my working hours to overnight if I needed to. I was like, why would you tell me something like that? I could go live in Thailand right now. Right now. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, no, that's not fine. Like, give me boundaries and stipulations. I could literally go anywhere. They're like, yeah, you can do that.
I don't understand the issue.
I don't want to go to Thailand though.
Why not?
That's scary. I mean,
That's what they
I've
say
seen
about everywhere.
Hangover.
Like, the United States is the most dangerous.
no, I ain't talking
country
about that. I'm talking. I saw
I've been in.
Hangover 2, and it was some stuff I didn't want to see in there in Thailand.
I mean, but you see that kind of stuff here too.
Okay, not where I go.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but we'll just keep it moving. I've seen some crazy things here.
Is anything else?
No, I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Just gonna leave it there.
Just gonna
Okay.
leave it there.
All right, so let's just jump into our regular scheduled programming and talk about the first topic of the day. Sony buys Bungie. A lot of people are saying that, this is a response to Microsoft buying, who they buy? Activision.
Blizzard.
Activision.
Definitely not, in my opinion, not because, just the way
It takes a
business
long
works.
time.
They're not going to be able to turn around $1 billion offer in 2 weeks. This is definitely something that's probably been in the works for at least a little while. Maybe since the Bethesda deal, one can argue.
That sounds about right.
But give me your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Sony buying Bungie? Like, what do you think this means for Sony? What does it mean for the industry? What's going to come out of this purchase? Nothing. This is going to be just as usual.
So
like, what do y'all think?
It's either one or two things that's going to happen. Either Bungie is going to make PlayStation an IP, a new IP that's going to be an exclusive for PlayStation, or it was a dumb deal because Bungie's main game is Destiny and it's on all platforms. And what else do they have in the works besides that? We know them for Halo. Halo's Microsoft. We know them for Destiny. Destiny's all platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of feels like a knee-jerk reaction because they bought Bungie, but Bungie doesn't have enough of a catalog to say it was a good investment because they don't have anything. Like, they don't have diversity. They have a kind of game, and that's what they do. They do it well, but it's just that one kind of game.
Okay, Marcus, what do you think?
So, I mean, they said they made it clear that Bungie is going to continue being a multi-platform thing, so it's not going to be any type of PlayStation exclusives. I know back when Destiny 1 came out, they had some time exclusives for Sony stuff, for PlayStation stuff, but they are pretty much dead in that. They're saying they're not even going to do that for the new stuff. I don't know. I think it's dumb. I mean, because what I see is they're trying to make, I guess, movie and TV show Destiny type stuff. Mm-hmm. You know, because Halo has a TV show that's coming out, so they're trying to do the same thing actually with Destiny. So, you know, Sony Pictures, Sony, Spider-Man, you know, Sony's big in digital and TV, so they're trying to do that. There is another IP that they're working on that they, I think they started last March that they're hiring for. It's a multi-player action game, but it's going to be cross-platform, multi-platform, so I don't even see like a benefit to Sony for this. They're going to stay independent. They're still going to do everything that they want to do. So I don't really, it's not even news to me. I don't know. I
think I've been reading a couple of takes on this acquisition, and I think both you guys have some good thoughts on what this is all about. I think it boils down to two things: money, the money that they can make, and technology. And by technology, I mean their live service tech behind the scenes of Destiny. So not necessarily the IP, right, but the money and the behind the scenes technology of what makes Destiny run. I think it's going to be why they spent such a premium for Destiny. They spent like over almost $4 billion
3.6
on Bungie, which, I mean, to Lauren's point, only has really one IP right now, which kind of, you know, is mind-boggling. So I think Sony is probably looking at Nintendo and their live service games, Microsoft and their live service games, and saying like, wait a minute, like, we don't have live service game really underneath the Sony umbrella. We need to get on that because we see them making a ton of money off that. So we need to get into the game, and what better way to do that than on the back of Destiny? So that's what I think.
It's a good point. Good point, because I do see that PlayStation, they plan to make 10 live service games before 2026. Mm-hmm.
None of that matters if we don't have PlayStation 5 to play them on. So,
yeah, but I mean, PS5s, I mean, they're gonna be. I mean, you have two.
Right. We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about the average person.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
We've already established the three of us. We're a little bit outside of the average range.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
But with that, kind of segueing, so Bungie, you know, current developers of Destiny, but the original developers of Halo, this week, the team released a new trailer for the Halo TV series. Have y'all had a chance to watch it?
I saw a commercial. Who was it? SpongeBob, Beavis and Butthead was in it for some reason.
Yeah, like the Paramount Plus.
There was like
commercial.
Yeah. That's all I saw.
Okay.
What kind of like
when you say TV show? Is it like the Red versus Blue TV show where like they're using the Halo characters to act things out, or is it something completely separate? Like they've animated a show with the Halo characters in it.
It's all live action. So it's a live action Halo TV series on Paramount Plus. That
makes me even less excited.
A weekly series. You said less exciting?
Live action adaptations normally I'm not excited for. They try to act and make you go into scenes in games that they overact a lot of the times in those kinds of shows, and it's
so you trying to tell me you didn't like the live action Aladdin?
It was okay.
No, that was trash.
And it was only okay.
The live
action
Smith
Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, that was
Detective or whatever. That was amazing.
You talking about the Pokemon? Did you see the Pokemon one? No. So okay, never mind.
I mean, and you got Uncharted coming out. It's a movie, but
Uncharted. Mm-hmm.
You got that. You got the Tomb Raider movies. The Tomb Raider movies weren't bad.
The Tomb Raider movies weren't bad. Uncharted wasn't bad. So those
Angelina Jolie.
The most recent ones.
I don't remember that.
The games, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, like
the movie.
The movie. I remember Angelina Jolie.
I didn't watch those.
It was good.
Because it didn't have Angelina Jolie. I was like,
So who's like starring in it? Is anybody we know, or?
The only actor that I recognize was the black dude from Now I gotta look it up now. I'm not prepared for these questions.
But yeah, my live adaptations, like I err on the
Bokeem Woodbine.
Bokeem.
Yeah. I think he might be the only actor.
That's funny.
Yeah, the only actor that hilarious. I'm familiar with. Yeah.
So is there like a Master Chief?
Yeah. Master Chief is the main character. And
does he have a helmet on, or does he get like the helmet? Does he have a face, or does he just have a helmet on?
We'll see.
Interesting.
I know in the books, they do kind of describe what he looks like, but I think and I hope they take the same approach as what they did with the Mandalorian, at least for the bulk of that series, and just keep him with the helmet on. I think it's kind of cool. Have y'all seen the Mandalorian? Oh, man.
Is that like a show of some sort?
That is, yes.
I've heard people talk about it.
It's like a Star Trek, right? With
did you see the face?
With
you said Star Trek and
with what's his name? What's the dude's name?
Data?
Captain Kirk? No, Captain Kirk.
Jean-Luc Picard?
No, what's the new Captain Kirk?
From Discovery? The black?
No, not Discovery Channel.
Shaniqua Green?
Shaniqua?
Yeah.
What? No,
that's her name.
With Zoe Sandela. She was the Spock's wifey.
You talk about that movie where they traveled back in time?
Yeah, the movie. That's the only Star Trek there is, right?
No,
I mean, I don't know how we got on Star Trek when I was talking about the Mandalorian, but
isn't that Star Trek?
The Mandalorian? Why would you think the Mandalorian is Star Trek?
Isn't that like the words going like down the screen, like
Star Wars?
The Matrix? No, not the Matrix.
Star Wars.
Same thing.
That will get us canceled right there.
I feel like how are we gonna
see? I'm doing this thing because you know how I say like Zelda's a girl. Like I'm trying to
easy anti-hero.
I feel like how are we gonna have a podcast talking about games and whatnot about pop culture? And oh my gosh, I don't know where to go from there. Like you just these curveballs, man.
I mean, it kind of works because like one of us knows a lot about it, and like the other ones don't. Like we all have our respective areas.
A mandolin, isn't that like a cooking utensil?
I think it's an instrument.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's also that thing that slices with the one blade.
But the name of the show was The Mandalorian. So it's a little different.
It's an extra vowel in there.
Whew, okay. Let's just skip this because you guys obviously have no interest in these topics. So let's get into a topic that I think Lawrence is gonna like. So
me.
In an interview, the Nintendo president says that the Switch is in the middle of its life cycle right now. I know a couple of episodes ago, you said that you expect Nintendo to release a new Switch this year. So what are your thoughts on this quote that Nintendo president saying we're just 5 years into a 10-year life cycle?
That quote actually still is, it doesn't negate my prediction. So the Switch is in the middle of its life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch. Switch 2 is something completely separate.
Right.
What? They have to make an update. They have to have something that does 4K. They don't have anything that does 4K yet.
They have the OLED screen.
OLED doesn't do 4K. The dock supports 4K, but the OLED doesn't push out 4K. So they don't have a 4K system yet. They have to. They don't have a choice. They're going to miss a lot of revenue if they don't realize they need a little bit of they need to be at least a little bit competitive in the graphical market.
I don't think they care at all about
graphics.
About graphics.
Well,
like the people that play their games, they play their games for a specific reason. Graphics is not on the high end of that list. So,
well, that only applies if they didn't create a dock that has an upgrade that the system cannot support yet.
Okay.
It'd be like you getting a new phone. It has a new port on there. You're going to eventually get something to utilize that port, even if it doesn't come out right away. So they're going to do something to the Switch to at least. I mean,
like you said, it might be like a pro version.
Yeah. So it still counts. Switch Pro, Switch 2, whatever they decide to call it. Switch Max.
Sure think it's going to be like what Xbox did with the Xbox One. They have like a Switch X. Yeah,
they're going to do a Switch X, and or whatever they're going to call it. They have to have something that's going to meet that. Otherwise, the upgrade that they did to the dock is useless.
I mean, the Switch is still selling hotcakes, though. Like, there was a story that came out that the Switch has now surpassed the lifetime sales of the Wii. And the Wii was arguably the top... Yeah, we talked about this. The top selling series 2 generations ago.
Yeah.
So...
Mm-hmm. Mine is still kicking.
Yeah.
Mine is, too.
So, I mean, what do you think about that though? Like the Switch is still selling.
The Switch is still.
Do they need the update if it's still selling?
They don't. So let me rephrase. They have the means to supply features that people are looking for. So they don't have a reason not to upgrade the system because they're looking for something that's gonna give us that upgrade that we're all looking for. They have the dock. The dock does 4K. The system does not do 4K. So they have to make a system to connect with that dock.
Okay.
It's like I have to. It's not they have the engine. Put the car on the engine. Like, give me what I want.
So why do you think they did that though? Like made it 4K but not made it 4K? Like why did they do that? I don't understand.
I don't know. Like, just from a business standpoint, like, you made a dock that does 4K, but your system doesn't support 4K yet.
I mean, it's probably for like movies, right? Like movies and TV shows, just to show it in 4K.
You can't really watch movies on your Switch. I mean, I think I could get Netflix on there, but why would I turn on my TV, then turn on my Switch to watch TV when my TV probably already has Netflix?
I mean, I'm confused. I'm confused
I
already.
use my Xbox. I turn on my Xbox to turn on my TV, and then I have Amazon, Netflix, and like all that on my Xbox.
You don't have all that on the Switch though. So like on the Switch, your options would be limited anyway. So
but you
wouldn't
Netflix,
go.
Right?
Oh my God.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, I wouldn't waste space on my Switch for Netflix, because if I'm watching Netflix, there's going to be a big difference between like the graphical output of a Switch and anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're getting into like, now you have this Switch, which is now trash because I have this TV and I'm putting a movie on the TV that's supposed to be in high def, but it's not because it's coming from a Switch.
Does the Switch do 1080p?
Maybe. Don't make me lie.
Because I know, like, for like Xbox and like some of like what I've read, a lot of people, at least, I mean, and on the Series S, a lot of people actually prefer to play on 1080p at 60 frames per second versus like 4K at 30 frames per second.
4K, 30.
So
yeah.
it's almost like, is 4K even needed with today's TVs? Because 1080p is not a slouch, you know, when it comes to video or video game output.
Yeah. Do you even have a 4K TV, Lawrence?
I mean, I do here where I am. All right, so the standard Switch has 1080p feed when it's docked, and the OLED has a max resolution of 1920 by 1080 and 60 FPS.
Okay, so they could do 1080, 60 frames per second then. Which I feel like, from an output perspective, is enough, because like the jump between, I mean, going from 1080p to 4K is definitely going to be some visual upgrades, but is it significant enough to really warrant a new system?
I guess it's the same as when they came out with 1080p. Like, if you have it, you can see the difference. If you don't, you don't really notice. But once you try it on 4K, you're not going to want to go backwards.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Speaking of trash stuff, like there's like 2 sips of Kool-Aid in this Kool-Aid jammer. Like, this is not made for adults, I don't think.
Nah, you gotta have like 3-4 of those.
Satisfy
your
thirst.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go on to the next topic. Talking about February game releases, we kind of already talked about it a little bit, but there's a lot going on in February, and I'm just curious to know, like, what do y'all think is going to be the big seller of this week? So just to kind of like outline some of the games that are coming out this month, rather. So on PS4, PS5, you got, and some of these games I know you're not going to know, but I'm still going to say them. Life is Strange, Dying Light 2, Ollie World, Sifu, I think it's called, what it's called? Sifu.
Okay.
Dynasty Warriors 9, Empires, Horizon Forbidden West, Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, Grid Legends, Elden Ring, Evil Dead the Game. Let's see here. On Switch, you got Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Collection. And then on Xbox, you got Crossfire X, Lost Ark. Yeah. What do you all think, like, of all these games? There's some heavy hitters there. What do y'all think is going to be the top selling game in February with all these heavy hitters?
I mean, Marcus, you might as well go first because we already know my answer.
I think the top selling game might be Dying Light, just because it's on multi platforms. It's either that or Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I'm not going to play neither one of those games. The only game that I'm going to be playing out of this group is going to be Destiny: The Witch Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I'm not even going to touch. So, whatever. I'll let y'all have y'all Horizon because I'll do y'all thing.
Fair.
But I'm not going to play that.
All right. What about you, Lawrence? What do you think? You can't say Horizon.
I can't say Horizon.
No, I'm joking.
Because I was gonna say I have that game pre-ordered. I have the collector's edition pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the game. I almost canceled the collector's edition after talking to you guys because you guys were like, "Hey, you could get 2 games for that price," and I was like, "Yeah, I could, I could, but I don't want to. I want the collector's edition."
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it.
Yeah. When you get it, you gotta showcase it a little bit.
Show it.
Do like an unboxing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be kind of cool.
That's gonna be great.
I'm gonna go left a little bit and say Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is gonna surprise some people from a sales perspective. I think Horizon might still win out from a sales perspective, but I think Elden Ring is gonna be a challenger. I feel it's been getting a lot of buzz around it.
Now, if you made me pick one that wasn't Horizon, Life is Strange expectedly has a big following. And even though I don't like the gameplay on there.
No? Okay. I played it because it was a PlayStation Plus free game. So
yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but very niche and very popular. I have little statues from them from the last game that was sold because I worked at GameStop. So got free stuff.
All right. So we'll see. We'll see who wins out. Maybe not sales, but let's say on just overall units. People playing it between Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, Horizon Forbidden West, and Elden Ring. We'll see how many players, monthly active players, they have by the end of the month.
I'm gonna beat that game in a month.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be like episode 14.
You're gonna beat it in a month?
I'm gonna beat that game in a month.
Well, Horizon?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna beat Destiny 2. Never, because you can't beat it.
Here are the credits. Man. All right. So we still got some time here. So Lawrence, do you want to jump into the numerous Nintendo rumors we have going on here?
We can go into the rumor mill, no problem. Where do you want to start?
Throwing it to you.
All right. So the first one I want to talk about is one that we all knew I was going to talk about anyway.
Jam, I just stole it.
So this year is the 20th anniversary of Metroid Prime. It originally came out on the GameCube in 2002. And with all the rumors about Metroid coming out, it would make business sense for them to come out with that game this year, November 18th, on the day of the original release. Just from a marketing standpoint, if they did it on the 20th anniversary, they're going to get a lot of free publicity. People are already looking for this game. It wouldn't make sense for them not to come out this year with that game.
You said a remaster or just re-release the game?
They have to remaster it because GameCube was, ahead of its time, but the graphics on it are trash.
Okay.
Like the Wii was better than the GameCube.
Yeah.
Graphically speaking. So they have to give it a nice shine polish, and it needs to come back out. And they need to kind of tweak the controls because it was on the GameCube with that controller that I...
Controller.
Yeah.
I was like,
this is the button?
Yeah. I was like, this is the worst configured controller. Like, there's so many buttons on this side.
Yeah. And the C button was all like, the C thumbstick was like super small.
Yeah. It's
like designed to create arthritis.
Yeah. So they need to just redo the whole shebang.
So you're thinking that's going to come out November 18th?
It's coming out this year. Like, it has to.
Like, definitively. Okay.
Definitive. It's coming out this year.
Hold up. I bet you $1 that is not. It's not gonna come out this year.
I'm taking that bet too. $1.
All right, $1.
I book it. It's on film.
I want it in dimes though. I don't want pennies. I want dimes.
So what are my 2 bets? Metroid's coming out and
Switch 2. No, Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Yes. Yeah. That's money in the bank.
I'm betting.
It's money in the bank.
All right, what else? What else is in the rumor mill?
So, also in the rumor mill, there is a new Fire Emblem game that they're talking about. So, Fire Emblem Three Houses was a super popular game that came out. It's a tactical RPG story game.
Okay.
And Three Houses was the most popular one. It's also the last one that they came out with. And super, like, awards. And the team that made that game is rumored to be making a sequel.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be bigger, better, greater, and I'm all for it. Like, if you have not tried any of the Fire Emblem games, you just need to.
Yeah. And what kind of game is it again? Is it an RPG?
Tactical RPG.
Okay.
So it's like...
It's like
you have a
Bomberman?
grid. No, nothing like Bomberman. It's like... it's like you get a grid. It's like a typical RPG. You have players that have, physical traits. You have a grid. You tell them where to go and like what to act. If they die, they're gone forever. So you have to be
that's tough.
Aware of what you're doing. So permadeath is a thing.
Yeah.
Be careful who you put out, where, and why.
Gotta be strategic.
Like there's no spells or potions or anything.
You're dead, son.
Oh, dang.
So
that's kind of depressing.
You gotta be careful. You gotta split your team up correctly. Like you can't have one team be OP and the other one be, ridiculously weak. Like you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing in that game. It's you.
And you can
I'm
only
excited for that game.
You can only throw out your Pikachu if you confident that you're gonna win that match, because if Pikachu dies, you gotta go back and find
start over.
Pikachu.
Gotta start over.
Gotta hit reset.
I was mad that we couldn't evolve Pikachu into Raichu. Like that really upset me.
I mean,
I know that's kind of awful.
You're supposed to keep him Pikachu forever. That's the story. Like friendship over power.
No, trying to get these dubs.
Wait, you couldn't?
Not that one.
Not the one from the yellow version. Yeah, you couldn't evolve him. Yeah.
Huh.
You give him the stone and say something like Pikachu looks at you sadly or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Also fresh on the rumor mill.
Yes, more.
So what is kind of a rumor is there's supposed to be a Super Mario movie coming out at the end of the year.
Yes,
there is.
And we know with movies, there's usually a game associated with them. So the rumor is that there's a new Mario game coming out around the time of this movie. And the timing is perfect because the last Mario game was Odyssey, which was a couple years ago.
Okay.
And it would make sense to make a new 3D movie involving some of the places that they're going to put in whatever movie this is.
I don't know. I feel like I'm disagreeing with you on everything, but I don't mean to be disagreeing with you on everything, but I don't know. I don't think there is going to be a game this year for Super Mario.
You think?
No.
Coinciding with the movie. Because I'm thinking, for Sonic, I'm trying to think, when they released Sonic, did they release a Sonic game with it? I don't think they did. So, and it still worked for them. So with this Mario movie coming out, it may be a similar thing. Like the movie comes out and maybe that gets the buzz going about a game, and then maybe the game comes out next year, next spring.
I would argue that Sonic games cannot coincide with movies because Sonic games, we don't like them in 3D. If you think of your favorite Sonic game, it's not in 3D. It's a 2D game.
Well, it's still a game though, like the game in the movie.
Yeah, but so you come out with a new 3D Mario game because we love Mario in 3D. you have a lot more options that you can do with Mario because he's more versatile as far as what he does and what he can do. And if you're playing a Sonic game, you know you're going to be running some direction quickly.
It doesn't have to necessarily coincide with the movie, though. It can just be like a game. Like the Street Fighter movie came out, and then that Street Fighter the movie game came out. That game was horrendous. Did y'all remember that game? The Street Fighter the movie
where it had like
game?
the lifelike characters.
It was. So it doesn't have to necessarily, match up with the movie, the game. I'm about to. Let me see. I think there was a Sonic game that came out though. Let me see.
At the same time with the movie.
Around there, Sonic game. No, I lied. Never mind.
When does the Sonic movie come out? The next one with Tails.
The part 2.
I feel like that's coming out soon.
I didn't even know the first one actually came out. I remember there was a meme about how bad the character design were.
Man, I gotta say, like when I went to go see that movie, and I was impressed. Like I went in with like low expectations, and I was like one of the only people in there without a kid. But it was like it definitely catered towards kids, but also catered towards people who grew up playing Sonic in the 90s. Like it made that balance, and it was pretty good. It was actually a pretty good movie. If y'all haven't seen it, I definitely recommend seeing it. It was actually pretty good.
I haven't seen it. A meme recently made me want to see it. It was like, we didn't know we needed Black Knuckles until after we saw this. It's like a little clip.
Oh yeah, Idris Elba playing Knuckles. Oh, man, Tails. Sonic 2 is going to be pretty good, man. Got Knuckles, you got Tails, you got Dr. Robotnik in his classic costume now. It's gonna be good.
I don't know. I might have to check
I don't think I wanted to, but then like that very, very first trailer or image that came out where it looked like bad, like
the bad
that
meme
kind of turned me off. Yeah, no, not the meme, like the actual,
like the first
because I think they redid it
of Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. Yeah, that kind of turned me off.
Definitely go watch it because it's a good show. It's a good movie.
All right,
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think it maybe we would have rented it on Amazon or something like that. So like $3.
I mean, you can find anything for free on the internet.
That is very true. That is very true. All right, so that is anything else on the rumor mill?
Nothing else on the rumor mill. I can say that for Nintendo Online subscribers, you get a free trial of, well, it's not free because you have the online subscription, but you get a trial of Captain Toad for a whole week. So what Nintendo's going to start doing is they're going to give you trials of their whole game so that you can see if you like them. But you could beat Captain Toad in a week. So,
and what is Captain Toad? It's like
that was my question too.
It's an adventure game. So in Mario, there's Toadstool.
Yes.
And he's that guy with the mushroom head. This is a game made for him, and he explores like different worlds. You have to solve puzzles, collect stars.
Yeah.
So it's a neat little game. I would never buy it, but for free, I'd play it.
Yeah, I'm all for free games.
Yes,
I'm all about free games.
Oh, free. But yep, that concludes what's in the rumor mill.
Awesome. So in these last few minutes, let's jump to our question of the week. This one's a little interesting. I'm curious to hear how you all answer this one. But the question is, if you could have one power of any video game character, who would it be? Let me jump to Marcus first. If you could have any one power, any video game character, who would it be?
Okay, so I don't know if this is a power or not, but the power, it's not a power, but I would be unstoppable.
Okay.
And hold up, wait for it. So the person that I would be Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl, because he is unstoppable. So I can be Bo Jackson in Tecmo Bowl in real life. I would have all the Russian records, be in the Hall of Fame, be in all the commercials, get all the endorsement money, get all the money. It's just money. You know what I'm saying? Bo Jackson, unstoppable, giving the ball at the 1 yard line, run around the circle, stiff arm everybody. Just why not? That's so a little off the rail to the left, but Bo Jackson, unstoppable, Tecmo Bowl. That's my power.
Boom.
So Tecmo Bowl. If you pick the Raiders, the 49ers, or the Lions, I was like, you're cheating. You gotta pick somebody else. Because like the Lions had Barry Sanders.
Yep.
You had
Jerry
Andre
Rice
Rison on the Falcons. Like
Buffalo.
Tecmo Bowl was ridiculously stacked with players, and if you pick certain teams, it was like you give Bo Jackson the ball, you're touchdown.
When I was young, I would pick the Bengals because I like the helmet, and then I would always lose
because they were trash. Like they were so trash in that game.
Yeah.
And now they're in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
What do you know?
And we still haven't made it.
Who's we?
I still have the Bears. I have my pillow in there. I have my blanket.
Oh, okay.
I don't don the Bears.
Yeah.
But I'm still there.
All right.
Oh, that's cute.
All right. So Lawrence, if you could have one power, any video game character, who would it be?
So, all right. So my original answer before I had to change it, was Silver Surfer. Because
Silver Surfer is nice.
Answer. He infinite power, like
walk through walls.
That's ridiculous. But
phase through walls.
We said no superheroes, so I changed it to the Prince of Persia. Sands of time, like he could reverse time for like whatever amount of time that is. I would literally have the perfect everything.
Like,
I
feel like you would definitely use that in your
all the time. I would do all the stocks, like play all the lotteries, roll all the dice. Like,
yeah,
it would literally be, I would go from like nothing to perfect, and then you would know I'm cheating with time. It doesn't like that's
it's like the movie Limitless, a little bit. Whereas like over time, like people just start getting suspicious. It's like, wait a second, man.
There's no way.
You can't be that lucky on a stock market.
Again.
And then what's great about the Prince of Persia power is like he didn't have to do anything fun. Like, so you wouldn't know what I was doing. You would just watch me as I'm getting greater and greater and greater. And then
the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I
like that.
Can't die because like, just enough time.
He gets shot. It's like, oh nope.
Nope, I don't like this one. Let's go back.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're pregnant. Let's fix that.
See now that's a question though. Like how far can you reverse time though? Like is there a limit?
So there has to be a limit because otherwise I would go straight back to 6th grade. So that's when I started making mistakes in my life. And I would fix all those mistakes, but it needs to be just like in Prince of Persia. It was like a minute you can go back depending on how much you've accumulated. So I'd say like 5 minutes. I could go back like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Later on, we got to talk about those past mistakes and what you would have done different. Because I'm curious what your answer would be.
Starting in 6th grade,
we can talk about.
Yeah. We're
later. We'll do that later.
Let's put a pin in that.
That's a different.
All right. So for me, I honestly, like, I chose this question, but I had no clue what my answer was going to be. And like to this point now, I don't really know what my answer is. But the only thing I can think of, when it popped into my head is, so if anyone played The Plague's Tale, you know, it's a game about rats that take over during the Black Plague, and you have to kind of protect your brother from these rats. So if you play the game, at the end of the game, the last boss has the ability to control the rats. So that would be my power. My power would be
control the rat.
Yes, to control rats.
So you're rat catcher?
Something like that. Yeah,
from Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I can control the minds of rats and then have the rats do what I want them to do.
I mean, that's pretty dangerous in some situations, but
yeah, and I feel like I would have to be a villain. And I could just have the rats like steal money, you know.
See, but no, you don't have to be a villain. Like, you can have a bad power and then use it for good.
I mean,
if you walking down the street with a gang of rats, I'm just gonna assume that you're up to no good.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get away.
I don't know. I think I would have to be a villain though. I would
it's
have
like
to be.
One Punch Man. Like, a lot of them could have been villains. And
yeah.
Have you seen One Punch Man? No.
I mean, did he have a squad of rats with him though?
Like thousands and thousands and thousands of rats.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I also picked that because I want to recommend everyone play the Plague Tale, because that it's not a AAA game, but it's like a AA game that was really well developed, and I recommend everyone play that game. Like, even if you don't like stealth, like it's a great game and a great story. So I just want to throw that out there.
All right. So in Naruto, there's a guy that controls bugs named Shino. Right? He controls bugs. That's his power.
That can be powerful too.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I mean, bugs are different than rats, though.
Yeah, but when I say bugs, I mean, like, you know, the spiders,
flies,
ants, like those bugs, like the bugs we don't like.
Scorpions. Is scorpion a bug?
Oh, see.
Is it a bug? 'Cause it's an arachnid technically.
Yeah, I think it is a bug. I think technically, yeah. It's in a family.
Evil. By default, he's evil.
He's a good guy.
By default.
Yeah.
Control scorpions. Is Scorpion a good guy in Mortal Kombat? No.
Yeah.
He started out a good guy.
Yeah, he was good. And then he
started out good, yeah.
And then he after he
and then someone
learned,
killed him.
like, he got better.
Yeah.
And then somebody killed him, and he came back from hell, and he was like, you know what? Whoever killed me, I'm going to murder everybody who had a hand in killing my family. Yeah, the last Mortal Kombat movie was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
And the cartoon, Scorpion's Revenge, was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I want to see that.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're there. I think we've surpassed the hour. We made it. Do some boring topics in episode 10. But we're here, folks. We're here. To close things out, Lawrence, what are you pubbing? What do you got going on?
So I am still making progress on the animated series. I'm deciding which story needs to be heard first. So there's that problem, because you have to make sure your first story is a good one. So I'm like, should I tell something crazy? Should I tell something nice? Like, there's so many ideas, but it's coming out, and it's gonna come out before I end up beating Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It was a straight jab. Yeah, straight.
Yeah. So that means, like, you can literally go this entire year without having your animated show.
Yeah, but I can't, because so the stories I'm telling, they're about to increase, so I need to get them out. So I don't start like forgetting and mixing up stories, because 2022 I am like, I'm living stories this year.
You're living your best life. Yes.
I'm like, if this was a story, what would happen? That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Shenanigans. All right.
Super shenanigans.
Marcus, what are you pubbing?
Not a damn thing. That's it. Yeah. No. I don't.
Aprendo español.
Okay.
Español.
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Bryce. You can find me at This Is ECYRB on social, your favorite console, Twitter, and yeah, that's a wrap. And we'll see you all next episode.